In this video, I'm going to tell you what you as a professional football player can do to assist your training clubs benefit financially from your future transfer moves. First, we must admit that FIFA has very generous regulatory provisions to ensure that clubs that participated in the training and development of young players are compensated duly for their efforts. FIFA has the training compensation system and the solidarity contribution scheme. However, there are times when it's difficult or impossible for these training clubs to benefit from these generous systems by FIFA. Sometimes it could be due to ignorance on their own part. Sometimes it could be due to lack of legal assistance. There are times when it could be due to administrative bottlenecks, bureaucracies in the system. Sometimes it could be due to the need to issue waivers to the player to allow him advance his career. Sometimes it could be due to indolence on the part of the member federation. We saw a case very recently where FIFA ruled against Casa Sport's application for solidarity contribution. Casa Sport was one of Nicolas Jackson's training clubs. Nicolas Jackson joined Chelsea from Villarreal for over 40-something million euros. 5% of this amount was earmarked as solidarity contribution to be distributed to all the clubs that participated in the training and development of Nicolas Jackson. Casa Sport was supposed to receive about 185,000 euros for their efforts in training and developing Nicolas Jackson. But due to a simple error, a mere omission on the part of the Senegalese Football Federation, Casa Sport lost its entitlement. The Senegalese Football Federation was supposed to apply for the inclusion of Casa Sport as one of the players' training clubs in the electronic player passport, but they defaulted. So this is just one of many instances when indolence on the part of member federations can be very expensive and hurt training clubs. Also, we must understand that training clubs are not third parties in transfer-related activities relating to any of their former players. So they are entitled, they can participate in sharing future transfer fees. The regulations are clear on this. They are not third parties. Now I'm going to tell you what you as a professional football player can do to ensure that your training club is able to benefit financially from your future transfer moves. Now understand that there are times when a player's club might be desirous of extending its employment relationship with the player. It happens. The player can insist that I'm not going to sign this contract extension, I'm going to run down my contract except if you agree to assign a certain percentage of future transfer fees which will accrue to your club, to my training club. So he's effectively saying, if you receive 1 million euros as transfer fees for my sale, or if you receive 10,000 euros as loan fee for my temporary transfer, you're going to give my training clubs a percentage of this amount. There are also times when a player is in hot demand. There are also times when a player is in high demand, with numerous clubs expressing interest for his signature. The player can insist to sign with a club if he is certain, or if the club agrees to enter into an agreement with his training clubs where they will assign the training clubs the right to participate in future transfer fees. These percentages could be very, very little. It could be 1%, it could be 0.5%, it could be 0.2%, it could be 0.1%. It could even be lower than that. But these percentages sometimes could be the difference between bankruptcy and survival for a football club. By ensuring that the interests of his training clubs are protected, by ensuring that his training clubs are able to benefit financially from his future transfers, he contributes directly or indirectly as a player to the training and development of young players at his training club. I believe that football players who have passed through the system have a moral duty to ensure that the streams of talent do not run dry. I mean, that the streams of talent from which they drank do not run dry.